Hello people, welcome back to yet another video. Let's talk about Arsenal. Boy oh boy. So let's talk about this, let's call it a game of football against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. Um, yeah, I mean, you can use many words for our performance tonight. Pathetic, gruesome, horrible, disgraceful. But the words I will be using is, first of all, very unprofessional from the players that were on the pitch. Um, yeah, that's probably the one that describes the best. And I would say disrespectful to the fans, right? To people who were there under the rain and that cold weather midweek. Yeah, horrible display. Now, personally, I couldn't care less about Carabao Cup. I don't trade it. I don't think uh, any of the big clubs really care about this. I mean, if you pair it with some other some other silverware, like for example the FA Cup or European Trophy or uh, the Premier League title, then yeah, of course it's a good addition. But just the Carabao Cup doesn't mean shit to me, to be fair. I don't think that many big clubs care about it as well, right? So Manchester City went out of it. Now, of course, they're in a different position than us, but I don't think they will be crying too much. Liverpool, 2 years ago, they won the two domestic cups and they were not really happy about it, right? They said that the season was actually a failure. So that being said, this tournament for me it should be taken very seriously by the fringe players, right? By the squad players, players that don't get many chances, and it's a chance for them to to ask the manager the question why I'm not playing. Unfortunately, tonight every single one of them asked why the hell I'm a part of this team, right? Now, in one of my first videos, I said that not many Arsenal fans were happy with the Kai Havertz transfer, myself included. A lot of us, I mean, probably every single Arsenal fan didn't understand why the hell we paid so much money for him. Now, of course, it's not our money, so we don't care about this, but we actually need to care about this because, first of all, James Maddison, 40 million quid, right? Second of all, we have the financial fair play whether we like it or not, so when you spend that amount of money it actually affects you big time. But anyway, um, so in that video I was saying basically that there's not much we can do right now. He's part of this team, he's part of Arsenal, he's an Arsenal player, so we should care for him, we should give him our love and respect. And quite frankly, I'm running out of love right now for this guy. I mean, I'm not sure what this guy can do, to be fair. I mean, his first touch is absolutely horrible, or at least was tonight. I mean, not being able to control the ball, that's at this level, playing in the Premier League. I don't know. I mean, no vision to the ball. There was this one situation when the ball was in the air and the guy just turned his back and committed a foul against West Ham defender. We lost the possession. I mean, what the hell was that? I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's not much you can say about Kai Havertz without absolutely hammering him. But let's not make him the scapegoat tonight, because the whole performance, the whole squad was absolutely shit tonight. Aaron Ramsdale. I mean, I'm a huge fan on Aaron Ramsdale. I personally thought that he should be playing ahead of David Raya. I like him more than David Raya. But tonight he was horrible. And yeah, I mean, for a goalie it's very important to play, to have a game time, to stay hot. He didn't play for quite some time. But come on, I mean, that third goal is... I don't care if deflections or not, the ball was right in front of him. Just clear the ball, man. Come on. You can't be doing shit like that. The defense, again, not a great game for the defenders, but to be fair, when you have the midfield in front of you that we had tonight, I mean, you can put, I don't know, you can put 5 Paulo Maldinis there. It won't make a difference. This midfield tonight was absolutely shite. Fabio Vieira, very technical guy, obviously very talented guy, but I don't understand. I mean, he's more than 1 year in Arsenal and still hasn't put a single gram of muscle. I don't know. I mean, this guy needs to understand it very, very quickly that this is a physical league, right? And the refs will allow it, whether you have VAR or not. They will allow physical game, and they were absolutely bullied tonight, which was horrible to watch. It was like watching, under 16 team playing the men's team, right? It was absolutely horrible. And of course, adding to this fantastic midfield, Jorginho, which, quite frankly, when we signed him, I said that there's only one midfielder in the league that is worse than Granit Xhaka, and we just signed him, right? So, boy, oh boy, who would think that we will miss Granit Xhaka? Horrible, horrible things. Yeah, so the attacking part of the team, again, Trossard not a good game, but they were doubling up on him, so not much spaces for him. And given the fact that our midfield was absolutely absent tonight, you cannot blame the guy. I mean, he was trying, he was running a lot. Zinchenko was inverting, getting into that midfield, so not a backup for him. No, not a lot of help. So yeah, you cannot blame the guy. I don't think that you can hammer him too hard tonight. Quite the word to use, eh? So yeah, I mean, Trossard just not a good game. That's it. Edin Ketia, again, the guy's a striker, and tonight we can see why Gabriel Jesus is so important for us. Even if he's not prolific, even if he's missing a lot of chances, even if he doesn't score a single goal or get a single assist, he opens a lot of space for the wingers, which Eddie cannot do. Eddie is a striker. He's the number 9, fox in the box. That's all. Can't do much, and we see it tonight, unfortunately. On the right side, Reece Nelson. The guy tried. The guy ran a lot, but I mean, this is not a marathon. I mean, just running. We had players in the past that were very quick. They run a lot, like Theo Walcott, like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. But this is football. This is not marathon. You need to have skills, which I don't think this guy has. So yeah, I mean, again, same as the midfield, absent, absolutely not on the field. So overall, I mean, I'm not going to do player ratings player by player because I think you can just give one big fat 0 to the whole team. That's it. Now, I've watched a lot of videos, a lot of comments, a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of people, especially the people who don't like Mikel Arteta, are calling for his head. Now, this is something I really don't understand. Of course, he's the manager and he puts the team and he needs to take the blame, but a lot of those people were blaming Arteta for overplaying Martinelli and especially Saka. Like, what did you expect tonight? Who do you think he needs to play? Right? And I know people will say, well, he signed those players. Well, I don't think so. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch my first video. This is my theory on how the structure of Arsenal exists right now, right? What's the structure of Arsenal Football Club is right now, and why I don't blame Arteta on those transfers, right? I think this is more on Edu than on Arteta, so he works with the tools he was given. Of course, as I said, I mean, of course, he's the manager. He needs to take the blame. I think he could do much better work with preparing mentally this team. You know, West Ham is a physical team, and especially when there is no VAR, you know they will use it, right? And I'm not blaming them. This is not a shot at West Ham. It's just saying that you needed to prepare this team a bit better for this game. And the other thing that I would say that is on Arteta is that tonight there was not a single leader from this leader group or leader pack or whatever the hell they call it on that pitch. Maybe Gabriel, but when your own leader, when your only leader on the pitch is your center defender, yeah, it will be very hard for him to lead the team, right? So yeah, I mean overall pretty shitty game. What can we say? As I said, for me, I don't care about the Carbo Cup. I don't rate it, but it's not about it's not about do I rate or not. It's just the performance or was very depressing. It doesn't matter if you care about this tournament or not. What I usually uh, expect from the Carabao Cup is from Arsenal, sorry, in Carabao Cup is using a lot of young players, maybe invite under 21 players just to give them a taste of men's football, give them a chance to be a part of this first team group. Uh, of course, use the bench players, the squad players to give them game time, fitness, and yeah, that's it. Maybe we can, well, not maybe. I have to blame probably Arsene Wenger for that because he never took a Carabao Cup seriously. So for me, I'm not too disappointed with the Carabao Cup not being on the list anymore. It's just that performance was really depressing. It's horrible to watch. So yeah, uh, that being said, another thing about Mikel Arteta is yeah maybe he needs to uh, maybe he needs to come out with a clear plan for those games. You either do what Wenger did, right? Invite young players, use bench players, so at least then we don't have the expectations. Or if you're going to use the senior players, just make sure you mix the team a bit better, right? Because it was humiliating, really. We got a lot of beating tonight. The other thing I was reading in internet was very interesting that people blaming Arteta for using Odegaard and especially Saka Martinelli. What's the point? Rice, what's the point when you're 3-0 down? Now, I think this is very clear. Like if you ever played any professional, semi-professional, even amateur sport, right? If you were part of a team, you know that your training sessions during the week depend on your game schedule. So in football, especially, right? They play either one or two games uh, in a week, sometimes maybe three, but that's very rare occasion, right? And this affects your training sessions, of course. So if you have only one game, all right, or you have, for example, two games, but two big games, right? For example, the league game and let's say the Champions League or Europa League, whatever. Then of course you cannot do many rotations, right? You have to use the same players or just a few rotations. You cannot allow to go in the Champions League and make a lot of rotations, or in the Premier League. Like there are no bad teams in the Premier League. Even Sheffield United, they gave a hell of a battle to City, to Tottenham, to United, right? So yeah, you cannot do many rotations. So that's one option, right? If you have two big games. The second option is you have only one game. Third option, you have one game like the Carabao Cup or whatever, or FA Cup early stages when if you're lucky with the draw, you're playing a team from the lower league. So you know that if you were part of a team, you know that depends on what kind of games you have, how many games you have, your training sessions will be adjusted to that schedule. So in this case, when you have a Carabao Cup midweek, right, like tonight, especially the weather conditions that were, you know that the manager, he has to adjust the training sessions as well. So there will be much more tactical preparation, tactical analysis, which means that you will have one or sometimes even two less days for physical trainings, right? So in this case, if he doesn't use Saka, if he doesn't use Martinelli, his big boys in this game, to give them at least like 10, 15, 20 minutes, this is purely for fitness, right? He's not trying to win the game. He's not trying to. I'm 100% sure that when he sent Saka, Martinelli to a warm up before using them, 100% he told them, look, guys, just stay fit. Just don't get into this tackles. Uh, keep yourself healthy, right? So just go there, kick the ball a couple of times. That's about it. I don't think it's more than that. I think that's the case. That's why he used them. Yeah, Rice had a couple of Rice had a bit more minutes, but again, this is his old team. I think this was a bit different occasion. So again, this is my personal opinion. Maybe this is pure bullshit, but as I said, I don't want to overreact. A lot of people, obviously, it's a heavy loss. It's not nice. People were very emotional, but I think tomorrow when we calm down, it will be all fine. Yeah, Carabao Cup, as I said, even if we win just the Carabao Cup at the end of the season and we get top four and that's it, people won't be happy. Nobody will say, yeah, it was a successful season. Nobody cares about it. I mean, hell, Arteta won the FA Cup and nobody gives a crap about it, right? Basically, what they say, yeah, well, he won it, but after that, nothing happened. So it's not about having a bigger fish to fry. I think it's just make sure you win something big, because it's getting a bit hard to justify Arteta's job right now. It's fourth season here. He got a lot of players, a lot of money was spent. So yeah, it's time to deliver. Um, I think that January will be very important for us. I think January will show the ambition and what kind of ambition the Kroenkes have. I will make another video about this probably tomorrow. But yeah, I think that January will show their ambitions, and I think that yeah, Edu and Arteta need to get this straight. For me personally, this season they have to win a major trophy, and I'm not talking about the FA Cup. It's either the Premier League or the Champions League. Now, of course, people say you're crazy, Champions League, but I'm just saying this should be the aim, you know, or at least get to semi-final in the Champions League and give a proper fight to City, Liverpool, whoever there is in this title race, right? As I said, not too fast about the Carabao Cup exit. I don't care really about this tournament. So yeah, please like the video, share the video, let me know what you think about this, and up to the next one.